Hey sci-fi fans, this is Chris at Sci-Fi Review, and I want to talk about 2017's Justice League. With the Snyder Cut coming this week, I felt it was a good idea to go revisit the original Justice League, if you want to call it that. So stay tuned. So in 2017, Warner Brothers association with DC put out Justice League. Now, there's been a lot of controversy about this movie with Zack Snyder. Was supposed to direct the thing, did a bunch of it, and then the studio went, no, I don't like what you're doing. And they brought in Joss Whedon, and there's all kinds of controversy and whatever. I guess enough fans cried about it, bring back Zack Snyder. So the studio was like, all right, yeah, I'm not going to get into the Snyder Cut right now because that's coming this Thursday. I'll wait till then. But I want to talk about Justice League. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's, DC Comics, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, you've got Henry Cavill, Superman, Ben Affleck, Batman, Gal Gadot, I don't know how the heck you say it, I forget, Wonder Woman, Ray Fisher, Cyborg, Ezra Miller as the Flash, and you got Jeremy Irons wasted in a role as Alfred. Anybody else really doesn't matter. So there are these three plot devices, cubes, Infinity Stones, whatever you want to call them, that, they're all powerful, whatever, and of course somebody wants them, and that somebody being the big bad of this movie is Steppenwolf. He comes, rides his magic carpet into the Atlantean castle, whatever you want to call it, takes a cube from them, goes to the Amazon, goes to Wonder Woman's Amazon tribe on their little island, takes their cube. That leaves one more, right? By now, Batman, Wonder Woman, they're kind of putting together this, getting the band back together, so to speak, for the, Super Friends. They've got, like I just said, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Cyborg. They hatched this crazy idea, hey, we'll use the last cube to resurrect Superman. If you remember the last movie. Hold on, I gotta go put my Flerken outside. So anyway, they decided that, we can't do this on our own, we need to go resurrect Superman. You remember the last movie, Batman versus Superman. Superman's dead, oh my god. So they came up with this plan to use the last cube to resurrect him. They pull it off. Superman's none too happy about it. Gets in this big fight. Oh, we drag Martha Kent and Lois Lane back in to calm him down. After it's all over, they use the cube. Hey guys, where's the cube at? Oh shit, what'd we do with it? I don't know. Who's got it? I don't have it. The thing's laying on this car across the parking lot, and guess who swoops in? Steppenwolf. It's like, and he takes it. It's like, it's just sitting there. Hey, what the heck? That's like one of the first problems with this, right? I don't know if Snyder's going to address this or not. To me, it's like a glaring, giant plot hole. It's like, hey, this is like, the final piece of this puzzle where Steppenwolf is going to unleash, hell on earth. And they just leave it on the car in the parking lot over there, unattended. It's like, hey, Flash, go guard the, cubes or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. So Steppenwolf's got the cubes. They're like, oh god, what are we going to do now? They come up with this plan to, separate the cubes, because Steppenwolf's going to try to combine them all into one super cube, all spark thing. I don't know. And of course, they go to Russia, this nuclear reactor, and they Justice League, right? They get it done. So that's, about the end of it. Yeah, it's an okay plot. From what I understand about the Snyder Cut, he's going to totally expand on this, bring in Darkseid, which isn't even mentioned in this movie that I remember. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm getting off topic here. I'm talking about this Justice League. So one of my big gripes about this movie is the lazy, stupid writing. You've got, especially when it comes to Aquaman and Cyborg. Aquaman especially. I don't know what the deal is, but he's got lines like, no, that was Cyborg had the booyah line. That was just out of place and stupid. But Aquaman's got these dumbass lines like, Cyborg swoops down and catches him from falling. He's like, my man. It's like, what? This is stupid. It's just stupid. The
Ride ain't over yet.
My man.
he just interjects with these, oh yeah, the character of Aquaman written in this movie is a stupid hick. I'm sorry, he's dumb, and I don't like it.
Alright.
Sorry, Jason Momoa, I don't think I mentioned him at the beginning. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it, And then there's, like I said, Cyborg's got a few of those too, the booyah at the end, and there's a couple other lines in this movie that you just go, what? Like, for example, when Bruce Wayne goes to, Barry Allen to recruit Flash, right? He starts going into this thing random, just completely random about brunch. What is brunch anyways? And you're just sitting there going, yeah, what is brunch, and what does this matter? What? No, what? I mean, I get they're trying to make Barry Allen into some, floundering, I don't know, whatever, but it's out of place, it's stupid, it doesn't make sense, it kind of wrecks the flow of everything. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff like that. There's another scene, speaking of Aquaman, I get back to this, there's another scene where it, like, turns into a freaking commercial. There's, like, all of a sudden this rock music soundtrack with, Jason Momoa strutting his beefcake out there with this bottle of Jack Daniels, and it's like, huh? What is this for? There's just a lot of that in this movie, and it's kind of like dumb. So here's what I think happened with this movie, and kind of all the DC movies, to be honest, is that in the Warner Brothers head office up in the penthouse, they're sitting there going, hey, did you see what Disney and Marvel are doing? We should do that with DC. And they're like, yeah, we should do that. And they just totally fail at it. It's, hey, we should do the Avengers. No, we have the Avengers at home, and the Avengers at home is, Justice League here. It's just, it falls short. Let's put it that way. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It just falls short. It's like, it's a blatant, hey, let's copy the MCU. And then after Justice League was 2017, we have what? Wonder Woman 84. And I think that was it. There's nothing. I mean, Marvel's sitting there pumping out a movie every 6 months for 10 years, and they're sitting there going, yeah, we want to do this, and then they just don't put anything out for 4 years, 5, Sure, what a plan, guys. Another thing about this movie, and to be honest, all these DC movies from Legendary Warner Brothers, the CGI is kind of, it's good, don't get me wrong, but there's always, there's something wrong with it. I don't know if it's the physics of it or what, but there's always something wrong with it. Don't even get me started on, Henry Cavill's infamous mustache that they have to try to, CG out. It's the very first scene of this movie sets the tone for the CGI in this movie. It's, the cell phone video with Superman. And it's like, what is wrong with his face? That's the first thing you see is, what the hell? What's wrong with his face? It's because, that CG, that mustache out. Don't just say shave it off and put another one on for the other movie, or something. I don't know. And then there's the scene. This one always makes me roll my eyes and scream when I see it, is where Aquaman's falling out of the sky. And he grabs this, I don't know what they are, the scout guys, the bug guys with the wings. And he grabs him and he surfs him down to earth and falls through these canopies, and he does it, and it's like, where have I seen this before? It's like, you look at that and you go, wait, I've seen that before. And it's like an exact copy. Like, they took the scene from Return of the King where Legolas surfs down the elephant's trunk, and comes out. It's like that scene, except they just pasted Aquaman in this thing on it. It's like, that's it. Kind of like the cave troll from Batman vs. Superman, the previous movie. That was the very first thing I saw in that movie was Doomsday. And it's like, wait, that's a cave troll from Lord of the Rings movies. What the hell? Yeah, there's just a lot in this movie where you just go, well, that's the easy way out, and I don't know how much of this is Joss Whedon. I'm not really up on this whole Whedon versus Snyder business. Some of it's kind of obvious. You can tell, something's out of place, and it's like, well, that didn't fit there with, that Aquaman thing. I don't know if that's going to show up in Snyder's Cut. I hope not. I hope that hits the floor, because I hope there's a lot that hits the floor. 4 hours. I'm sure they're going to use some of it, but I don't know. That's another thing. Also, Jeremy Irons is completely wasted in this movie as Alfred. You know, why are you going to get an triple A lister like him and then plug him in this role where he's basically mission control and makes little wisecracks now and again? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this movie all that much. I've only seen it a handful of times. I remember seeing it in the movie theater and going, yeah, that really wasn't that good, was it? And that's kind of where I am now. I'm hoping the Snyder Cut's not a pretentious pile of garbage, 4 hours long with the 4:3 aspect, the box formatting to make it look like an old movie, especially with the black and white version that's rumored, the noir, I don't know what you want to call it. It's like, what? I'm sure the turtleneck Nat Sherman guys are going, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like, why are we doing this? It just seems like, on the surface anyway, this everything I hear about it, I'm sitting here going, yeah, this is going to be 4 hours of, and I don't know. We'll see, I guess. This version of Justice League, though, I'm going to give a 2.7. I know I'm getting a little inconsistent with the ratings, but, it's the average of all the things. Some movies are like this, some movies are like this. So I'm giving this 2.7. It's average. To me, it's not that great, and it wasn't a big blockbuster when it came in. Huge, it wasn't like Avatar Endgame type thing. 2.7 out of 5. That's all I'm going to give it. Thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe down below. This has been Sci-Fi Review.